Hi everybody, welcome back to Doobrey's Day. On our workshop that Doobs and I are working on, we needed a bandsaw because we're going to cut out things like micarta. We can use it to cut out steel because, as you saw, we used the angle grinder in the last video. So we have bought a new bandsaw. Let's get it unpacked, guys. Okay, I've been looking on the internet to find a really good bandsaw. There's lots of different ones. You can get ones from Screwfix Direct, you can get ones from Axminster, you can even get ones from Lidl. From the reviews that I've seen, and there's a couple of good links which I'll post below, the Axminster come on top. Now, it's been a while, I've been waiting for this because they had them on back order. It was like 3 weeks back order. Then all of a sudden last week I got a ping saying they're available and do I want one? They retail just under £200, but apparently the things like the gate, I don't know all the technical terms here, but things like the gate and the setup of it, it's actually meant to be 10 times better than the cheaper £100 ones. So this is it. Mini Doobs, if you come down here, it's all in its box, usual sort of stuff. Do a quick unboxing just so you can see what it's like, and then we will set it up somewhere in the workshop and we'll be using it over our video of making our knives. Which is coming up in the next couple of weeks. So, without further ado, let's get unboxing. Let's have a look. Okay, inside the box, let's have a look. Oh my god, that's quite heavy. That's obviously the main plate where we'll be putting things on. It's got a little ruler and everything. That's actually very heavy. Wow. I will need Mini Doobs' help in a second. This is the bar which you use to run things along the side. I don't know the right technical term at the moment. That can be tightened and moved around. And then we've got the actual machine. So, Mini Doobs, if I can borrow you for a second to take it out of here, get rid of all the polystyrene again, and we'll take that down the tip later. Okay, so we've unboxed it. We're just about to take the plastic off, and we've just noticed something, Mini Doobs and I. As we went to unbox it, unfortunately, all of the housing for the motor is cracked. We probably can get it going today just by undoing that screw. I don't know if we necessarily need it today. So I'll be speaking to Axminster on Monday about this. That's a real shame. The box wasn't damaged, so I'm sure it's just some sort of flaw, and Axminster might just be able to send me a new plastic cover. But it's a bit of a shame. Like I say, the box wasn't damaged. We'll just speak to Axminster on Monday. The other thing we noticed, let's just open this up, is we haven't found any instructions. I'll keep this plastic for the moment in case it has to go back. Okay guys, it's another day. If you remember on the Axminster bandsaw, we had a problem with the motor. Mini Doobs, so I can just show you here. We've actually had a conversation with Axminster and they've sent us out a brand new device. As you can see, the motor's far superior and there's no breakage or damage on it. Also, we managed to get hold of some instructions as well. So for the AC1400B Bandsaw. I'd like to thank Sarah at Axminster. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we paid a little bit more for this particular bandsaw. That's actually paid dividends because the troubles that we had with the bandsaw, sending it back and getting a new one sent back out, Axminster were brilliant. I phoned them up, explained the problem. Within 2 days, they'd sent out a brand new unit and also paid for the other unit to go back. No hassles, no problems whatsoever. So if you want to buy some hardware, and I certainly will be paying, buying some more hardware in the future, go to Axminster. Really, really good company. Anyway, that being said, let's crack on with the installing. Okay, now we're going to rig this up. What I understand is we have a table, which is really heavy. I don't know how this fits on yet. We're going to look at that in a second. We have some army things, some guard. Let's unpack all of these, look at the instructions and get it rigged up. Okay, we're now going to follow the instructions. We're going to put the table onto the unit. We then screw this tilty mechanism thing, that's a technical term, tilty mechanism thing, onto the table. That rail guard is towards me. So what we'll do, if you record Mini Doobs, we'll just undo these ones because we're going to use these to connect this tilty table onto the main plate. So put this back on here, and what we need to do under here if you can see, we need to connect bolts into here and then onto there. So, right, that's that bit done. So now we have our tray on there. The next thing it suggests is putting this bar thing back on. So that goes on this side. This is the measuring bar. Pop it on there. Bolts again. Thing to note, if mini Doobs comes around here, the 0 is on the right hand side of that. You see that? So the 0 is on the right hand side here. Now we put on the, this is called the fence rail T-slot. And this goes into here. Now you can tighten it up. So just sit on there. What does that do? I see. So then it makes it as a bar that you can move your material against. So that's quite useful. And we now have our unit. This is the guide fence apparently, and that can go on either side. So I see. So you can take this off. You can push it through, hook it on, and come from this end as well, which is probably more logical in my head. Make it nice and tight, so that's not going to go anywhere. We've got our start-stop buttons. We have the door locking knob. So if we open this, you can see, and I'll open the bottom one as well, you can see the blade. The blade works from this, so it twists around. Now this is a tensioner, so this tensions the wheel, so to make it obviously more tense or less tense. So when you're replacing it, you undo the tension, take the bandsaw blade off of, and you can put a new one on. That's it, there's nothing more to it. Going to the side, we have two knobs on the back here. Apparently this is the blade guide adjusting knob, and this is the tracking control knob. So we'll have a little play of those in a moment. I think what's next is we need to get a bit of wood, and we need to plug this big baby in, and we'll give her a try. Look at that. That's lovely cut, isn't it? So guys, that is the Axminster Craft AC1400B Bandsaw. Great little unit. From what we've seen so far, it cuts very, very well, certainly wood. We do need to get a new blade for it for cutting metal, and we'll get one of those. You'll see mini Doobs and I using this in our knife making videos, which are coming up. And that's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching Doobrey's Day, and see you next week. Bye for now. See ya.